Welcome back to the channel, fight fans. Today we're diving deep into one of the most controversial bouts in recent MMA history. Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313. This fight was not just a clash of titans, it was a battleground for opinions, emotions, and heated debates that have left the MMA community in an uproar. From explosive strikes to tactical grappling, this fight had it all. But it's the decision that has everyone talking. Was it a fair call or a robbery? As we break down the fight and explore the reactions from fighters, analysts, and fans alike, we'll uncover how this event has ignited passionate discussions across social media and beyond. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's get started on this roller coaster ride through UFC 313. Before we jump into the fight itself, let's set the stage. Alex Pereira, known for his devastating striking power and incredible knockout ability, was riding high on a wave of momentum. Coming off a stunning victory against Israel Adesanya to claim the middleweight title, he was looking to make history by becoming a two-division champion. On the other side of the Octagon stood Magomed Ankalaev, an undefeated force in the light heavyweight division with a reputation for his wrestling prowess and strategic fighting style. Ankalaev had been waiting patiently for his shot at gold, and this was his moment to shine. The anticipation leading up to UFC 313 was palpable. Fans were buzzing with excitement, analysts were making predictions, and both fighters were promising fireworks. But as we know now, what unfolded in that octagon would leave us questioning everything. As the first round began, it was clear that both fighters were feeling each other out. Pereira came out aggressive, utilizing his signature leg kicks to establish distance and control three. His striking was crisp and precise. You could almost feel the power behind each kick as they landed on Ankalaev's legs. Ankalaev remained composed. He absorbed those kicks while looking for openings to counter. As the round progressed, he began to find his rhythm. The crowd roared with each exchange as both fighters showcased their skills. By the end of round one, many fans felt Pereira had edged it out due to his striking volume and aggression, but Ankalaev's strategy seemed clear. He was waiting for that perfect moment to strike back. Round two kicked off with both fighters ramping up their intensity. Just when it seemed like Pereira was gaining momentum, Ankalaev unleashed a powerful right hand that sent shockwaves through the arena. The crowd gasped as Pereira staggered back. This was the moment Ankalaev had been waiting for. Ankalaev seized the opportunity. He pressed forward with combinations while Pereira looked to recover. The Dagestani fighter utilized clinch work against the cage, showcasing his grappling skills while limiting Pereira's striking opportunities. It was a masterclass in tactical fighting. As round two came to a close, fans were divided. Had Ankalaev turned the tide? Or could Pereira still reclaim control in the later rounds? Entering round three, both fighters knew what was at stake. Ankalaev continued to implement his game plan, grinding down Pereira with clinches and takedown attempts. He effectively neutralized Pereira's striking while landing significant strikes of his own. Pereira fought valiantly but struggled to find his rhythm against Ankalaev's relentless pressure. The Brazilian's corner urged him to push forward and find openings. But with each passing minute, it became clear that Ankalaev was dictating the pace. As we approached the championship rounds, it felt like time was running out for Pereira. Would he be able to mount a comeback? Or would Ankalaev continue to stifle him? Round four saw both fighters digging deep into their reserves. The fatigue was evident as they exchanged blows, but Ankalaev maintained control. He executed takedowns that showcased his wrestling pedigree while keeping Pereira on the defensive. Pereira managed to land some strikes but lacked the power he displayed earlier in the fight. The crowd began to sense a shift. They were witnessing an incredible display of strategy versus raw power. With each passing second ticking away on the clock, it became increasingly apparent that if Pereira wanted to win this fight, he needed something spectacular in round five. The final round commenced with both fighters aware that everything hinged on these last 5 minutes. Pereira came out swinging, desperate to reclaim momentum, but Ankalaev remained unyielding. He countered effectively and continued to press forward. As time ticked away, fans could feel the tension in the air. Would we see a last-minute miracle from Pereira? Or would Ankalaev seal his victory? As they traded blows in an electrifying finish, it became clear that both men were leaving everything inside that octagon. And then came the moment. the announcement of the judge's decision. And new light heavyweight champion echoed through the arena as fans erupted into cheers and boos alike. Judges scored it 49-46 for Ankalaev, a decision that instantly ignited controversy. For many fans watching at home or live in attendance, this decision felt unjust. How could a fighter who had been rocked earlier win based on control? Proponents of Ankalaev argued that he executed a smart game plan, neutralizing Pereira's strengths while showcasing effective grappling. But critics pointed out that control without damage shouldn't dictate victory in MMA. The fallout from this decision reverberated throughout social media platforms like wildfire. Fighters took to Twitter almost immediately after the fight concluded, some supporting Ankalaev's approach, while others condemned it as lay and pray. Daniel Cormier stated on his podcast that Ankalaev fought smart, but not exciting. Meanwhile, Glover Teixeira passionately defended Pereira's performance by stating, "Control without damage is not winning MMA." Fans flooded Reddit threads with heated discussions. One user claimed judges rewarded lay and pray. This is why people hate MMA. Another countered with, "Ankalaev outworked him. Stop crying." The division among supporters only intensified as more opinions surfaced. Sports analysts weighed in too. Forbes described it as uninspiring but fair, while others highlighted Pereira's frustration during post-fight interviews. Even mainstream sports outlets chimed in. Stephen A. Smith blasted MMA judges, saying, "This is why casuals hate our sport." The debate raged on across platforms. So what does this mean for both fighters moving forward? For Magomed Ankalaev, this victory opens doors for potential title defenses against top contenders like Jamahal Hill or Jiri Prochazka. However, he'll need more finishes if he wants to win over skeptical fans who crave excitement over strategy. As for Alex Pereira, at age 37 and after such a tough loss, he faces critical decisions ahead. Will he consider moving up to heavyweight, a division where he could unleash his striking power without grappling concerns? Or will he seek a rematch against Ankalaev? His post-fight comments hinted at unfinished business when he said, "The story isn't over." Dana White also expressed intrigue about what lies ahead for both fighters. What an unforgettable night at UFC 313. If you're Team Pereira or Team Ankalaev, or if you simply want your voice heard, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Did you agree with the judges? What do you think is next for these two warriors? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our upcoming content covering all things MMA. Huge thanks for tuning in today. Remember, the only thing louder than punches thrown is our community's passion for this sport. See you next time.